Watch that. Look, it went live right as you came. Yeah. So here you go, guys. I tried to go live right at 4:20. I've had people in and out of my shop, all kinds of um, bothersome crap come on today. So give me a second. I still need to turn the TV off, get myself sorted and situated. I've got to send Ray a link to see if he can get in. I will send that to him. And let's see if we can get Mo in there. My computer is so slow. They were here the other day from Comcast trying to get everything caught up to speed. And they've changed every wire from the main box through the building all the way to the router modem. They said I need a booster for outside, and the speed inside this place is supposed to be awesome at this point. I'm just not seeing it, or maybe I'm looking at it wrong, but it looks like I don't know. It's like maybe it's just the computer itself. So I don't know if that's just the whole issue I have, but we are definitely working on it. So in the meantime, if this will ever close for me, there we go. I am back. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't know who's viewing, but thank you. And give me just a second. Let me get this TV muted. Grab myself something to drink and a pack of cigarettes. Welcome back, Carter. Is pretty good. So you can see this is the kind of stuff that I would normally be sitting around watching. I don't try not to poison my head with all that shit that's on TV anymore. Watched the news a few times. Didn't make me happy. Wasn't something that I was enjoying, so kind of stopped watching it. I have enjoyed lately being able to watch sports and ESPN late at night when we get home, but that's about it for me. So just one second. We just gotta fix it, but it's not nice when people are fucking mad and I didn't do anything. No. Sorry, people. All right, so 4 people online. Facebook user, I am here. We're gonna start this off real subtly. I don't know what it is, but for the past year, there's something about StreamYard that live stream content show up on StreamYard as an example. Click on the comment to show it on the screen. So if I don't know what's going to happen, but it'll show Facebook user, I am here. And then we can hide that comment. Well, that's pretty cool. Something we learned today. You good, buddy? Can I plug for this? Big Ray. I'm here. I'm here. Big Ray, Big Ray, Big Ray.
Can't hear you. Hold on. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you, bro. I'm like John Cena. Call me Chuck Cena. Yeah, unplug, something. Is anybody else getting that, or is it just me? I still don't hear you, Ray.
Mic check.
There you go.
I got too much stuff connected to my computers, man.
Yeah, there you go.
That's good.
What are you doing? You mining Bitcoins over there? 424.
Camera, audio. Check, testing. Shit, headphones say you can hear me.
Appreciate you tuning in. Thank you so much. How you been, buddy? Early show today.
Hey,
Early show.
It's the mic. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. And the only other person watching me. Can you hear me? So who's looking for the munchies?
I can hear that.
Okay, so if I on your end, are you able to add?
Hold on, let me back out. Let me back out of the studio. I'll be right back. Oh man, it's past 4:20.
Oh, there goes Ray. So we did go live and it was 4:21 on my computer when it finally let me log on. Like I said, I probably need to change systems. I had talked to a guy tonight about picking up a different computer for the office itself. So still fingers crossed that maybe I can pull that off and it'll come through. Anyway, welcome. What do we do? Waiting on Ray, trying to stretch this out till we can get with him. We'll take an hour of our time and y'all's time, your life, while you watch this silliness on a day like today. Where are the munchies at? I don't know. Day late, dollar short. Who's this? Watch this. I can show your comment. But if you go on to where I can see who you are, then like I said, and it's can't post comments from some destinations. Learn more. Let's see what this says. It says read. Oh, hold on. There's Ray. Knock, knock. Who's there? Hello.
Hey.
All right. Ray's not here, man.
What? Check.
No. See, when you did that, and it gets blurry. If they on your head, then I can hear you. There you go, Dean. Hello, Dean. I know you're just trying to help. Today's a day that I hope you are heavily medicated, my friend.
I'm just trying to help.
And of all people I possibly know in my life, you're on my top 5 list of people who probably should just roll a big fat one, burn and chill for a second.
I started to, but my problem is how the hell am I going to get home?
How am I going to get home?
How the hell am I going to get home?
If I once I acquire myself a spot in the country, then I definitely would be growing whatever herbs and seeds that I felt needed to be on my land for sure.
I just found a supplier. I just found a supplier for some nice plants. Look, I like to learn. This is agriculture, so I'm gonna jump in and I'm gonna reach out to this guy, man, and yeah, he's gonna send me a couple of plants. So, test my hand a little bit of horticulture.
So you want to talk? You want to talk the popular subject for today?
What's the popular subject?
AR. There he is.
AR was back there. What's going on, AR?
Better stop in. Look at him. He's a mess, man. He's been working his butt off. He just cleaned up, changed his shoes. He's got one more thing left to do today, and he's gonna pop that shirt off and out the door, man.
Happy 420. Happy 420, AR.
Yeah, he's gone, bro. He's out. Yeah, he's ready. He's ready to run. He's working his little butt off, bro. Like he's a lot of stuff going out the shop. I've been uploading TikToks more often.
Hey, fill me in. Man, I didn't get a shout out last week, man. I didn't hear from you. I was like, man,
the two for the lot. Well, I mean, I did a 2-hour session with Agent K at the school. So so we there and I guess there and back up a little bit. I told you about this because there ain't a lot of people watching this, and then nobody's gonna say anything. So I can say it to you, like, for those who are the early birds, like if you're an actual follower, then you'll know. That's in a month, a little less than a month away. We've emailed and talked back and forth to confirm that. But cool was I was sitting at the school and I got approached by Mercedes of Sugarland.
Yeah.
They said, "Hey, are you the guy who's showing up who's supposed to have the Ice Wagon G-Wagon?" And I said, "Yeah."
What?
They asked, bro. They asked. Sugarland asked if I was the guy, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm that guy. Like, I'm that. You know what I'm saying? I'm the NIGGA. What you want? I got you. I got the hookup." And so I spent just a couple of minutes talking to him, and then moved on. We have emailed back and forth since. They're willing to pay for the ice fabrication to be finished, so we're at a spot where we're going to be bringing the truck back in. I'm hoping to make the show in 2 weeks with the truck running. And they like to have the truck on display.
Wow.
More than that is the Hot Wheels Creator. So the Hot Wheels Creator event, we'll also be taking the ice vehicle to the Woodland Show for Hot Wheels.
Wow.
So we'll see how this all turns out.
It's starting to pop. But to be honest, you've been keeping this under wraps for so long. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
You keep it
But
under wraps.
like
So
like I said, TikTok uploads, the extra stuff, the internet. I had individuals who've come through the shop, and because look, everybody knows. Anybody who knows me really knows me. I'm a very open, blunt kind of person. I'm difficult to deal with because of it. But one of the things that days like today, this is one of the things that I believe in. It's one of the things that I'm like, when they show up, you get me at face value. Like, I'm not changing for nobody. I didn't make it this far by being what everybody else wanted me to be. I made it this far by being who I feel like God has called me to be. And one of those things that He called me to be was stop being so hard on myself about the 420 issue, because I'm friendly about it. I'd step out on a ledge and say, for those people who watch it and go to church, I would give it. I'd give it this same sort of thought. You can overdo anything. You can overdo anything.
You can overdo food.
Overdone.
You know what I mean?
You can overdo food. You can overdo religion. You can overdo parenting. You know what I mean? Like, I went to the thing with the kids. They literally were stopping. Mind you, we're in Sugarland. And I'm going to say it like this. Think about the demographic of children in the area, right? Let's just say demographically who were showing up. Mm-hmm. The parents were literally being stopped at the door. Right? I don't know where that file folder is currently, but it's here. I have 12 applications for students that are 3.9 GPA and better, asking to be an intern in my shop. And I'm talking kids that are CAD, drawing, 3D, ready to write programs. I was like, you got to be kidding me. And I was like, the hard part is trying to reel these kids in along everybody else that's there. So while we're at that last week, meeting and show, there's these parents who are coming in that I'm like, okay, your over-parenting is just as bad as somebody who just lets their kids sit around and smoke weed and doesn't say anything about it. We got to be fair. All sin is all sin, right? All things that's the way they are. It's real easy for people to pick up. And I'm saying the church body alone, because you and I both know this is made for breaking bread is made for those who it's made for people of the faith. That's where it's at. That's what I was called to do. You got to stop demonizing everybody for everything. And this is one of those things that growing up back in the day, I'm not going to, my mom going to kill me. To grow up in a place in a house where, like I said, we're going to talk 420 jokes and Chucky's past up to this point. Man, I rolled up with what we called them monkey joints, and it was nothing but cigarette paper rolled up. Jesus, man. I'm in the 4th grade. Like, I literally I know I'm going to school and Ronald Reagan's on the DARE program and don't you get high and da-da-da-da. And I'm like, and I said, my mindset may not always been what everybody else's was, but I really thought that I was getting high because I was smoking these monkey joints, and I thought they were safe for me. Because, kids at school was like, well, you smoke one of those. And it's like, you smoke cigarettes? And I'm like, yeah. They're like, oh, just do this. I had another buddy growing up. Yeah, like I said, rural America. We's out playing in the woods. He decided we were going to smoke weed like the older kids. And then if we just stopped and broke these little plants off that had a hollow stem that was dry, it was going to get us high. I got sick a lot thinking that's what getting high was. And that's like, because I was in kindergarten. I can say this for a fact. I was in kindergarten when I can tell you my earliest memories of who I was with, that they may not want to say the truth is the truth. I was smoking cigarettes in kindergarten, walking to school, kindergarten. That's when I started smoking. And I did not smoke.
No voy a entrar. No voy a entrar. No. So yeah, I'm sorry, man.
I never smoked marijuana till I was, I want to say 16 years old. 16 years old. I'm with my best friend, George. I'll say his name because he's guilty by association with whatever I say I did as a kid. He rolled, we went to his uncle's house, man. His dad was a tattoo artist. Stuff was available to him, I had a car. We wanted to hang out. It's Friday. We went to the drive-through. Pretended we were older than, we had the hookup. Hey man, it's cool. Be cool. We had some wine coolers. We drove my little Mustang coupe. Back at 16 years old, I'm in my little Mustang coupe making memories. And we went to his uncle's house, and he rolled this joint, man. And that thing was like, it was as long as his pen. It was 1.5 papers. It looked like a white cigar. I mean, it looked like Up in Smoke, Cheech and Chong. Like, this was a big, big joint. And I was like, I'm going to sit here and just watch you smoke that. Like, because I've never really seen anybody smoke marijuana looking back, I know whose parents were smoking when I went to whose houses and what the smell was. It connected after a while. But I sat there and he smoked about half that thing by himself, dude. He was lit. And I was like, wow. And he's like, hey man, I can't keep this lit. He said, here, hit that for me. Just, puff on it, but don't inhale it. Whatever. I hit that thing a few times. I got so high, I dropped it in the hot tub. I'm stoned. I'm good and stoned, bro. I mean, we smoked it down to where it was, about this big, about 1.5 inches of it left. Dropped it in the hot tub. We tried to take it inside, put it in the oven, dry it out. It just started burning. Driving home that night, I was skitz paranoid, 15, 20 miles an hour. Backcountry roads, just trying to make it to my house because he said if I got us back to my house, he would walk. And then he decides that, nah, bro, you got to drop me all the way off. I'm too stoned for the walk. This SOB. Anyway, I love him. I love that dude to death. He's one of my favorite people to see when I go back home. He's a legend in his own right. Like, I know that I have my own special place in my life and world, but he's one of those people that for me, he's a big memory maker. I love that guy. That was my first introduction. And then I don't think it was really till after my dad passed away. I went to his house and I was so upset. And I was like, what, man, I just want to relax. You guys say this really relaxes you. I've been drinking and drinking I can't do. Like when I started drinking back then, and I was drinking to the point where I was blacking out and driving. I'm 18 years old, bro. Nobody knows I'm going through it. So we get high. We stay up, play video games, watch TV, get the munchies, snack the shit out. Like, it's a Friday. Like, it's Friday. Like, I Friday wouldn't come out till after this when I see it on video, but I literally had the whole Ice Cube. Most of the story. Like, we wasn't gonna get our asses whooped, but at most of the story. That's why they don't teach shop anymore, and that's something I'm working on, trying to get in that position to help out. Anyway, he decides at like 4:30 in the morning, we gonna take a walk. The donut shop's gonna open. All right, so we walk all the way up there, wait till the donut store opens, grab this, get the stuff from, get us some donuts, and walk all the way back. And on the way back, I had picked up a Mountain Dew. Man, I remember getting back, and I ended up throwing up. I drank that whole thing on the way back because I caught mouth so bad. Because we smoked another joint all the way back. By the time I got there, we're half a mile, 5, 6, 7 blocks from where we're supposed to be, neighborhood blocks. You know what I'm saying? We're a stretch. And I was like, man, I'm never gonna get high again because I just got like I would alcohol, and I'm like, this just ain't working out for me. So I kind of just walked away from it. I didn't do it anymore. And I almost did it at school one day, and the same George grabbed me by the hand and said, don't. David Rumpler was there. Tony Edmonton was there. A few of the buddies were there. We were all in woodworking class. We were in carpentry classes as I think we were seniors that year. No, I think we were juniors that year, actually. And a couple of kids got expelled. They were smoking weed in carpentry class. And George grabbed me by pulled me out that day. If not, I would have been one of those kids who would have gotten expelled. My parents, being the church parents they were, would have shit themselves. And it was like I would have been blamed for a bunch of shit that I didn't really do, man. It would have been a one-time experience. My parents would have been like, "Nah, you're lying. You're lying. We don't believe you. You know, you're full of shit. No, no, this is the truth. Like those were my experiences up to that point." You there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I was like, "Did you mute yourself or what?" I'm losing your
Yeah,
conversation.
I had to mute myself.
I got you. So anyway, fast forward to I guess that summer, man, I was hanging out with some buddies. Like I said, Dad had passed away. I started getting over some stuff. My mom bought me a little Toyota Celica GT. Also, some other friends of mine, Brandon Yaden's mom and dad, which was another person that I had a lot of 420 experiences with. And shit, I meet this girl. I'm at my buddy's place hanging out. This blonde-headed girl comes out. Me being me, I holler at her, and she gets in the car. I didn't know that what I was getting myself into by just picking up some random chick, but man, she was into popping pills and stuff like that, and that wasn't me. But she needed somebody to drive her around, so I became the boyfriend to this girl who was in the country where we could all hang out, we could all party, we could do stuff. I started hanging out with one of my cousins, Sean Pruitt, and he was going through shit too. Next thing you know, there's a bunch of us hanging out smoking weed all the time, and I'm getting ripped sun up to sundown, to the point where I had a half an ounce and I lost it at the house. Didn't know where it was at. My mom's cleaning the bedrooms. She finds it in my sister's bed. Like I forgot I put it underneath my sister's mattress. I'm like, my mom come home. I'm downstairs rolling a blunt. I was like, my mom will never believe me, so I'm gonna hide it in my sister's bedroom. My sister to this day still laughs because she fake cried the entire time flushing that weed, knowing it was mine. She hated it. Oh, she hated it. Oh, if Dad was here, you wouldn't be doing this. Can't say that, kid. I really can't say that, So, like I say, fast forward to that, my family is very, very friendly because my dad medicates and he needs it. If not, he's got shingles, bro, and he does. When he medicates, you'll see him cringe up and everything else, and he'll finally be able to calm down. Same thing with my brother. Happy birthday, Keith. I love you. He had seizures, so I might have been a dumb kid running around smoking weed, but if you'd have told me you could give marijuana to my brother and it would help him, I'd have fought you for it. I'd have got it myself, took it to him, medicated him, did whatever it took to take his pain away. 100%. Anyway, I started with this girl. Man, next thing you know, I'm smoking opium. I'm smoking hash. I'm getting it, and I was like, it just really started to spiral out of control. And it's not that I didn't enjoy it; it's I didn't know what to do. While I was medicated, and I was always using. I used too much. And I guess kind of being hyperactive and penned in and dealing with life the way that I did as a kid, it gave me anxiety and some other things that are real hard to explain how it feels unless it's something that you experience. And I think there's a lot of people out there who have prejudgment about it because of people who had bad experiences, or like I said, somebody who overindulges or does. That's what children do, right? And the preacher daughter always had weed at school. And they did. Like it's, I mean, like it was something marijuana is something that's happened in our culture, but it's been used for ages. And so, anyhow, moving forward, I back off, right? Stop. I slow down. I didn't smoke. I got a chance to from the time I was, about 18 years old, from 18 till 18, 19, 20. So I guess I was 20. So for that little point from 18 to 20, I smoked a lot. I backed off. I stopped smoking. I did one time in Ohio when I was 7. And then after that, man, I didn't do it again until I started. And I was at a spot where I'd gotten offered a job. And I was running my own little shop, doing my own little thing. I still had a little money in the bank. I was still coming over to Gold's, and it was right about the time all of my stuff got stolen over there in the parking lot. I think you guys got hit at the same time, didn't you? They sold some clothing.
Mm-hmm.
I got an offer to go back to work, and it was for U.S. Steel, and they offered me a lofty salary to come to work. And I was on my back porch trying to figure out what I was going to do. And I literally looked at the guy that I was hanging out with, and I was like, "Hey, man, you want to smoke a joint?" He was like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm done overthinking this." I was like, "I've already decided what I'm going to do. I know what I need to do. I'm going to stay on my own, and just to ensure that if they call me, I know I have to turn it down." I was like, "Let's get high today."
Dang.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ô, Mó, vem buscar os cachorros.
What? You okay?
Vem
You're
buscar
out?
os cachorros. Não dá pra me comer.
All right. I love you, buddy. Be careful. Be safe. Have a good night. Agent K will be here in a little while and put him to work. Yeah, man, that's kind of the rundown of the experiences that I've had, and it's funny to see that, you know, all these years later, from where I grew up in the church and what the ideology was behind. Oh my gosh, you're the worst sinner in the world. Gateway drug. You're going to, oh God, God's going to hate you. You know, and it's like, hold on a second. You know, God don't like you telling other people He's going to hate them the same way, right? Like they became overbearing. And something I've noticed too is as you know, making a push into the business realm and stay relative to, I said, China changing gears, but staying relative to industry around me. I don't say, being open, bro. Being open about it. Being open about where I'm at. You know, people know when they come in. You know,
Yeah, but you're a business. The thing is, you're a business owner now, right? I mean, you set the rules.
Well,
so I think about it like this: Jeff Bezos can do a line of code, but he's still Jeff Bezos, and everybody that works for him can't do that. They get drug tested, right?
That's right. Yeah. Well, and I get people who want to interview, or they meet me and they say, "Hey, my kid needs a job, but they're struggling." And I'm like, "Listen, as long as your kid's not struggling while he's at my job, I don't care. I don't care."
I've seen people come in with probably alcohol dependency. I can't tell you exactly what it was, but I think the dude had an issue. First day he's supposed to start the job, he calls in sick. He says he was he was out celebrating because he got the job. He said he ate some bad shrimp or whatever.
It's always bad food. Yeah, I ate some bad food.
I said that's not a good sign.
No.
And then he had some issues. I had to go to my boss and say, "Hey, I don't know what's going on with dude, but it's a little too much for the job, you know."
Yeah.
So we let him go.
I said alcohol. The one thing for me, the experiences I've had when I wake up after drinking alcohol, like a heavy alcohol night, like I do not. My body just alcohol takes such a toll on the body, and the thing is, people after you've drank so much, you get so normalized to that tear down, where even like for me, if I take like codeine, wow, bro, like I'm done. Like I'm done. When I wake up the next day, I'm drowsy. When I took the times I have gone and talked to doctors or whatever and been prescribed medication, the stuff that they gave me, I can't function on, man. I just completely go numb. I'm like, this isn't. You don't understand who I am. You're not getting me, right?
Yeah, but
what you give me don't work.
My only issue is how it's been demonized. Cannabis, on the side of cannabis, has been demonized in comparison to the alcohol industry, who's paid a lot of money to politicians, right? And now you can find alcohol on every corner, and it's normal.
Bro, COVID, they're selling alcohol through drive-thrus during COVID.
And liquor stores didn't close. Found that liquor stores are essential. Is that right?
Well,
how is that? But so I'm harder on alcohol now. And don't get me wrong, man. You know, anybody who watches this or knows me, look, I drank a lot. I drank like a fish, man. But I just had a friend die last year of alcohol, man.
Oh,
He died, you know what I mean? And so when you start to reevaluate stuff, same thing what you're saying, man. Alcohol is so hard on the body. His body, eventually his organs shut down. And I don't know that happening to anybody on cannabis.
no.
So
No, normally
hey,
it's people whose organs are already shutting down, then they finally give them cannabis so it relieves the pain on them.
right.
Yeah, I think it's an issue that they definitely. Like I said, they're spending a lot of time arguing about stuff in Congress that I think there's a few things we can all stand up as a masses and say, listen, you guys are doing. They're already screwing it up, right? And we live in a place where you're supposed to be. I still feel very deeply. One of the things that I say when I realized America fell, they put the mask on. Like that's the way I'm going to say that before. You know me, I'm always going to be on the conspiracy side of it because of where my heart is. But yeah, democracy in itself fell the day that America sat down. America, of all places, finally followed along with everything else the world was doing. It showed that we're no longer no, bro. I mean, we're a bunch of individuals we're willing to stand up for ourselves, but we don't have people who represent us who are willing to stand up for us.
I don't know about that one.
We're getting
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what was going on in that situation. Still don't, to be honest with you.
We'll never know the truth. It's like Vietnam, bro. You can chalk COVID up to being Vietnam. It was just shorter, and not as many people died.
Shit, a shit ton of people died. You talking about what, COVID?
Bro, people fucking die. Go measure the numbers against actual people who would die normally year to year to year, and then add the COVID thing on top of it. There's no increase in deaths. There's increase.
Yeah,
listen.
No, man. To me,
there's only an increase in the category. I'm saying check me. There's only an increase in the category. That many people died. There's all these little graphs going to say what they died of. And then all of a sudden, all these many people die, and the graph goes, well, they didn't die of this, but these many people died of COVID. Come on, man.
They died. They killed people, man. To me, they killed people.
I'm not saying they didn't, but I'm saying that I still feel like that number. So it's such a
I'll tell you, we'll never know that. We'll never know the exact number, but I believe that the number is extremely high on how many people died. And here's why I say this part too. And I know.
So would you say you think people died prematurely? Because
no. So here's what they did. The hospital system killed them. When you tell a person, if you're sick, and I tell you, hey, come back when you feel worse, they didn't treat anything. They didn't even treat it. They knew you had it. You felt bad enough. And, as a dude, I'm not going to the hospital, right? Unless I just really feel bad. So you got people going to the hospital and they say, hey, come back when you feel worse. So when you go back home, all you're doing is letting that virus multiply inside of your body. Yeah. By the time you do come back, it's too late. They put you on a ventilator and that's no good. And as soon as they put you on a ventilator, they don't let your family see you, come kiss you, and you're out of there. So that happened, and that continuously happened, man. And so to me, for them to make the system set up like that to where, they weren't treating it with anything, man, come on.
It's
conspiracy theory. That's it.
Like I say, they knew what they were doing. It was a tested number of people who got it, and people overcame it. And what it did was it gave them live data to know what to do to the next virus that they send out. If you look at it, every 2 years, every 2 years there's a virus, and this one just did a little bit better than the last one did. So I would say whatever the Democrats obviously say things, and I'll say that. And if you listen to a person talk, they'll tell you their intentions. And I'd say in both parties, I see big faults, and what you do see is that when they constantly say something to the extent of how much worse things could be, or how much the darker winter that's coming. And what happened in the propaganda is, oh well, all these worse things are going to happen, and now we're at price increases, and you know what I'm saying. And I said, find the big factor in all of it wasn't coronavirus. I'm going to stand by that. It's the people with the money in charge that are pushing stuff around. I saw a thing today talking about whether or not Jeff Bezos, but Elon Musk was the next Donald Trump.
What does that mean? What is the next Donald Trump? What does that mean?
Somebody who wasn't a politician who has enough money and influence to get people to vote for him.
But there's always people like that.
The question
The
is,
Terminator.
so did you see what did he do? He bought up part of Twitter.
Again. No, he was trying. He was
Yeah.
trying to go in there. But the thing
But it
is
shows-
that what's his name? The Terminator. He was
Arnold.
he turned into a politician.
Well, and you know what? He did
Same thing.
I think Arnold did good and bad, like all politicians do. But I actually like the fact that somebody who's not from here could come appreciate the values of the land that they came to and rise to a position to where he could become a politician and get to the governor status. Like that's amazing, because I felt like Arnold tried to give back. Like I do think that in his selfishness of who he is as a person, that he realized that he had gotten to a place that it was more than just, he was able
I think
to
being a politician, man, is just a popularity contest, and he's popular. He won because he's popular. So now The Rock, The Rock also wants to, he wants to run, but it's just popularity.
I know Rock wants to run, but based on some of his stances that he had during the COVID and statements, I won't be supporting people who don't have a spine.
Which is fine.
He might have money, and he might be a celebrity, but I am too. And I don't have nothing against him as a person, but I think that he should stand up stronger as a person. Stop worrying about how popular you are, and actually make the statement that you claim that being.
But that's the conversation, though. If you're asking people, Elon Musk thinks highly of himself. Elon Musk is a nut job, and he's into popularity too. It's popularity. It's a popularity contest. A lot of people know him. A lot of people will do whatever he says. And if
Elon Musk money, I'll take Elon Musk money. I'll take a one-day paycheck, bro.
What about Bill Gates? Bill Gates money.
One day. Just a one-day paycheck.
Bill Gates, same thing.
One day paycheck. I'm a simple man. I'm done for life.
Here's what happens, man. You get. I think they have so much money, man. I think they get bored, and so they're like, "Hey, look, I can do that. I can be a politician."
Is it wrong that I'm a politician?
Hey,
I mean, because I've been open about it. Like, I do want to be the mayor of Katy. I want to start there. That is my first goal.
All right. And then once you find out how you have to be corrupt in order to continue into that business, what do you do?
Hey, bro, hold on. They told me I had to be corrupt to build a hot rod business, but I didn't.
Hot rod got nothing to do.
They also told me that they also said that a stoner couldn't be successful when I grew up too. So let's just talk about who's right and wrong. You can't be productive. It's going to kill your brain cells. Because the way I see it, when creativity, stuff that I do, come on, man. I say one of the things that we got to promote and push is don't listen to what they say you can't do. We spend so much time focusing on what people have told us. We tell them our dreams, and they say, "Nah, I don't." I mean, hey, Ray, you gonna buy that place out there in the country? Is that what you really want to do? Some people say, "Man, Ray, I don't know." I was one of the people who said, "Man, it's a long." I agree, it's a long ride, but after I experienced it, bro, you got me won over. I'm trying to find my three. I'm trying to find my 3 stacks, racks, and a pack so I can live next door to you. Like I come out there.
That's the whole thing too, man. You want less government. You want less folks in your business, right?
Dude, if I can move, listen, I'm here for another 4 years.
People are not.
They're not.
Yeah, but they're not in your business out here. But you got a hot rod place, and you got flow. You got people coming through there, so it's different. Your business is there.
Can we straighten that out publicly while you said that statement?
What's that?
Lately, I've had quite a few people talk to me about my shop. And from friends to loved ones and close people by. And I had time to sit and digest it. My answer is still going to stay the same. When me and Alan sat down the first day, when I said, "Buddy, what do you want to do?" And he said it. I said, "All right, here's the game plan." The plan has always been for me and Alan to just be able to hang out and not worry about where we're buying parts, where the money's coming from, any of the stuff. Like the plan has always been to get to a point where we're able to live life without worry. All right, cool. How do we get there? Since that's what the goal has been, how do we get there? And that's why I said, We build a shop. You learn from dad. I teach you what we're supposed to do. In a couple of years, right now it seems weird to you, but in a couple of years, bro, you're going to be genius. And you watch what he does now versus where he started at. And I posted it on Facebook today, where I think 8 years ago we were planning his first build. At that young of an age, at 13, 14 years old, he's planning his first build. Look at how far he came in 8 years. And you know what I'm saying? Like that in his personal walk. And I was like, okay, cool. If I could do this for free, you and I both know that if you could just bring me parts, I'd hang out at my shop and build stuff for you free. I don't care. I love it that much because that's what the goal is. That's why when you come in the shop, am I in a hurry? No, I'm in a hurry to make sure it's perfect. I'm in a hurry to make sure that it's acceptable to me, especially when people come in and say, well, no, bro, what you just told me is that I can take my time.
Yeah.
You come in, you don't argue, we pay up, we're good, you know what I'm saying? We're going to go. But it's always been for the same thing. Build a shop, build some cars, build a reputation, make enough money, invest in ourselves, go back to manufacturing and put our product out. It's always been the same thing. It's never been about us working in a shop and having a business. It's about creating a business. It was about creating an income to finance a business where we weren't in debt to anybody. I tried through COVID to get loans. I tried to go, you know what I'm saying, through other ways to get the money that it took. It's taken these past couple of years and the new shop to finally get to where when we go to the car show, we've got product to show. The website is ready. You can go buy, purchase, and we're hitting the car shows the way we always wanted to, because I'd rather show up with my car and sell you the same products that I built mine from, so that you and your buddy who's always trying to tell me can weld it for so much cheaper, just do it your damn self. But I've worked with the other guys' products and they're nowhere near as nice as the stuff I make for myself. I like to share that with them. And on the top of it, I'm not into the money like they are. So I'm going to put it at a discount that they can't afford to get to.
Yeah.
They'll never be able to touch it. No. And it's manufactured in America. It's always been that goal.
There you go.
Wake up in the morning, I open my emails and it says, this many orders happened. This many orders were shipped. This many orders were received. This is where you're at today. This is the predictions. And then I'm able to come into my get up and go, all right, well, how's the rest of everything that I built along the way doing? Let me stop at my shop and see how Kay is doing. Let me stop in there and see how those guys are doing. Let me stop and see how the guys that have been trained. How's the school going? How's the, you know what I'm saying? Like, how's the men's ministry doing? It's all the other stuff that I want to do. This stuff, being in the shop, building these cars is just because I need the money to. If I had the extra cash to do it, there's other things I'd rather be doing with my life. But I'd rather work my ass off so that people can say he had a dream, a goal, and a desire, and that's what he went through and did, because God gave him a vision and said, you just keep building the damn ark. Just keep working. You let me worry about when the rain comes, but you stay busy. And in the meanwhile, I want you to be more like me. I want you to love people. And if they don't like you, stay away from them. Stop trying to be friends with people who don't want to be your friend.
Right.
You know, your circle. I've also realized, I can tell you this much as a business, right? You're much better off selling to people who don't know you. People who don't know me walk into the shop because of what they've seen I can do and see what's in here. And when I say the number, they don't bat an eye. Everybody who knows me comes in and says, can I get a deal? I like you enough to give you a deal. I made you a priority the minute you showed up. You know, there's somebody else who's willing to pay more. And it's not that I want the other person to pay more. I just want you to have a little more respect for me, like I have respect for you.
Mm. So you're telling me to raise my prices? It sounds like you're telling me that.
Bro, I had somebody.
You know, we had this conversation a couple of times. He's like, I got to raise my prices.
Dude, when I tell people it's $150 an hour at the shop and they're like, ooh, that's expensive. If you broke, say it. I don't mind if you broke. I'm broke too. I'm broke. You see how long it's taking me to build these MFing cars? Like, this shit takes a while. It takes a while. But I want yours to be as perfect as mine. But while we at it, can you please have the same patience with me that I have to have with myself? Because I'm broke too.
That sounds like inflation over there. Those some inflation prices, bro. When your president was in there, you didn't have those prices. You went up. That's inflation.
We're stacked, bro. I'm over. But I'm gonna tell you what raising your price does. Raising your price gets people who know that they can't shop at the Mercedes-Benz dealership off my lot.
So, but look, here's the thing. I tell people that everybody can't eat filet mignon, and that's not a problem.
No, everybody can eat filet mignon, but you got to decide to live the life that you want first.
There's plenty. No, but there's plenty of hamburger out there.
You can, but you got to change. Right?
There's plenty of hamburger, but I don't sell it. I don't sell hamburger. I sell filet mignon.
So I sell filet mignon.
I sell filet mignon.
Listen, you have a choice where you live at in your life. You can be in the world, but not of it. But you get to pick where you at in it. Let me go grab a beer. Yeah, mindset, man. That's the one thing that going through the last part of I say a couple of months, man, was that mindset. I could say I started beating myself up. I'm thankful for where the blessings came from. Let me not straighten that. I'm thankful that there was blessings along the way, but as they happened, I started it was like God said, "Hey, man, I'm already taking care of it." And when it happened, I'm like, oof, that was a good one. Like I wasn't expecting that, right? And then it was where getting into this place now to where it's like, bro, that was 4 months ago. It's 4 months. To where I'm in here today and people come in and say, how much you charge? And I told them that I mean, do you have like people waiting? And I was like, 6 to 9 months, some of them a year. And it's just the two of you. It's just us. We have the school that we run and people that we help and we teach at night and stuff. But during the day, it's just me and Alan. So from about 10 o'clock to 5, 6 o'clock every day, I was like, we work. And we've learned to work harder and be more dedicated while we're here to get what we need to get done. And I also am at a comfortable level where I can walk away from him and know that he's doing work and I can do work. Or when the extra people are here, what I can set them up to get the second shift work to do. Like it's taken a while to, get that Rubik's Cube to turn right and get it trained. But now that we're here, it's 150 an hour. And I was like, they're lined up. After 2K, they stacked up. And when they came up, and she's like, so people have, I was like, yeah, they pay deposits. They're sitting on deposit. She goes, you're sitting bank deposited on. I was like, yes, ma'am, I am.
Yeah.
We're good. And I still don't want to build cars. I just want to sell product. I was like, you want to be happy. You guys are going to have, no, I want to hang out with people. I want to be able to go have my day, get up, check my shop, play with my own car, leave, go to the gym, work out, have a regular life, hit the car meets. I put my little car together out there. I cannot wait. I've seen people like, you really need to go out to the car meets. I'm like, bro, I'm taking an ice wagon to the car meets. I'm taking my own personal cars to the car meets. Like I've been building what it took till y'all finally said, you need to come. You see the difference, right?
You got an invite? They're giving you invites?
Man, I added you to the new Facebook group today. So while we're at that, let's talk about the groups, whatever, the invite. So the invite I sent you today is going to say Houston Trailer Queens. And here's and Keenan and I, you know Keenan. I said, listen, man, in honor of my brother, I like to do things on certain days where I'm always going to remember where we started. And so I was like, it's a great day for me to give my brother a gift that he's not here, but I'm thankful for him. I'm thankful for my dad, my brother, those who aren't with us. Like they all help make and shape me into being who I am. So in order to honor them, I try to do something in their memory, on their birthdays. And I was like, you know what, this year I'm gonna start a group. Just because he's not here with me does not mean that he can't be here with me. And I was like, so on his birthday, we started the Houston Trailer Queens. And so some of the things about the group is your car has to be picked up on a trailer. If it's a project and it's in your garage and you're working on it, your buddy goes, where's your car at? You've been working on it forever. It's on the trailer. Where's your car? I brought it. I know it's not finished, but I want to show you the progress I've made between then and now, because life happens to all of us.
Mm-hmm.
This is on on. I've watched Keenan. I'm gonna praise Keenan. I got a few minutes here. Let me give him the last few minutes we have. I've watched Keenan as a friend, as a client, as a customer, turned client, turned friend, turned best friend. You know, like I really got a deep love relationship with the guy. And I thank him so much. But I was like, you know what you've taught me so much about is that throughout the car shows, you show up. That car's on the trailer. It ain't done and running, but you on the trailer. You show up with your car. And I've watched you progress to get to where you took that pass a few weeks ago and you had to put it back on the trailer. And them son of a bitches that are out there every time, oh, when's your car going to be done? When's your car? But man, it ain't done, bro. But I'm willing to show you what you waiting on. The trailer queen, because that's what she is. That's my princess. What you know about that? It's a mindset. You know what I mean? Like the whole thing is this. And I know guys who, you know, bro, my car's picked up on a trailer. I got trailer queens. All these houses trailer queens. I got trailer queens in my parking lot. I don't know what you got, but they're cars that I built myself. And so I'm like, okay, guys who are in the community around me, you don't have to own a shop like I do. If you own a shop and you got a trailer queen, great. You're free to be a part of it. But it's to encourage people to buy projects, build them, be in a community of people who will talk about hot rodding. I don't care what you bought, what engine's in it. Nobody gives a shit. You can express your dick in a vehicle however you want to, because that's what we're doing. For me, it's got all kinds of personalities. I probably shouldn't have said that. I'm going to get smacked later. But I'm talking to men in the car community, and maybe it's ladies. You want to show off your whatever. But here's the deal: the car's got on a trailer. It's on a trailer. You bring it, and that's how you show up. Because when that car's done, when I take it places, I'll drive it, but it's going to go places where I'm in a trailer from point A to point B too. You know, if I'm waiting to get to where Ginger's at a point where after the retune, if I go on vacation, I got nothing else to do. I can take my car with me on the trailer behind the El Caballo Blanco, park up there, take it for a stroll down the beach, put it back in this trailer and be good. What's up, buddy? I got a couple of minutes. I'll be done. So, yeah, trailer queens, bro. So that's it. We're going to find you guys a Dodge. I got access to that 392 down there. We're gonna find you a busted Dodge, get your trailer. I'm either going to have to do it or I'm going to walk over in the squat rack and show you how to squat properly. So, it's time to get you guys on the team, man.
I know.
Real quick for car show stuff. So, May 1st, all team bash. You think you're gonna get a chance to make it down?
I don't know, man. You just now tell me about May 1st.
Man, I sent an invite out for everybody.
It's Sunday. May 1st is Sunday.
It's an all-day.
Man, but real quick, man, with me, man, I've been grinding hard because I've been working 2 jobs, man. My old job and the new job. I went back to oil and gas. So, you know, I'm gonna get a couple of checks in, try to catch up with some things, you know what I mean? And then so that's why I just been grinding hard and had a lot of time. Then, you know, still at the farm. So we'll see, man. I'll try to work that out. That's a Sunday though, man.
Yeah, it's a Sunday. It's an all-day event. But we're gonna leave the shop, and as I said, it's on Facebook and a big invite. We're gonna leave here, and I'm hoping we can get upwards of like 50 to 75 cars. Because I told them, I was like, I want to take it and make it look like a presidential procession to the thing. Like, I mean, because these are the guys from the West Side. Like, these are the guys that are out here on our side of town. We all have our own small shops and everything. Everybody's got a meetup place. I'm just a guy with the you know what I'm saying, with the fab shop that it's a little more expensive than their buddies' garages. That's all. But trust me, even they show up when they need help. So I'm in the community, man. I love these guys. I love what they do. I love the fact some of them build some really super nice cars. I mean, Keenan's one of them. Gabriel's one of them. He's got a little shop. They build some dope rides, bro. They look nice. I just have a lot more to deal with than they do. That's all. And we're going to get together. We will be taking some of the trailer queens with us. So some of them will be taken down that are in build. And like I said, we're going to have a good time. So it'll be all day event. Come have a good time. And then the Woodlands, May 14th, the Woodlands Hot Wheels show. If you get a chance to come out to that one, come hang out with me for the day. Let's go, or meet up with us. Like I said, I'm going to show up with the ICE vehicle and park it and be like, all right, well, let's see what they think.
It's Saturday. Okay. Saturday. All right. Take a look at that one.
But we're gonna bring the grill. We're gonna bring the grills. If you got an extra tent, bring. You know what I'm saying? I got to get some tents. I got to get a community help here because I some things I just can't pick up. But I'd rather have like a little you built like a tent city over our area, like a canopy area. So, tie a bunch of tents together, and that way we all have somewhere cool to hang out underneath. And then we can park the cars. And like I said, we're gonna have the shop stuff out there and display, and see if we can make some sales, make some new contacts, and like I said, push the shop and all. Because like I said, I may not be the person that people want to come to get work. I know other guys who are willing to do work for a little cheaper, but they don't have the same overhead, but they have the same kind of quality and craftsmanship. I mean, they're really, really good guys for what they charge, and I think that some of these guys deserve a little more respect than what they've been getting. So I'm hoping it showcases a lot of these guys and makes something of it. So here's 420.
I wanted to let you know, man. I just looked at the comments, man. We had a couple people in here. Ronnie, Dean, of course, Dean's, and man, a couple of people. So
I told Maggie we were going live early, so hoping that she's good. But I think
I don't know. Maybe it seems like going early, we get a little bit more activity on there. So
catch them in the drive home.
But everything says Facebook users. So always say where who you are, where you from.
So your daughter's birthday's today, is that right?
Her daughter, man. My daughter is 29, man.
How do I say it? Feliz cumpleaños?
No, I said Feliz aniversario.
Aniversario. Yeah. Happy anniversary day. Yeah. Anniversary day. Something like that. I'll learn. Once I learn to become fluent, I'm never speaking English again. No, it's how I'm going to prepare for the apocalypse. I'm going to become completely Latino. Where the hell are you from? Like, I don't say. I don't know. I come from nowhere. Hey, did you see the TikTok video I sent you about the racing in Mexico? The little video last night I made from Dave. I almost I'm gonna do
you send me some weird stuff sometimes, man.
Okay, so watch the TikTok video I sent you, because he's like it's I think it's from Up in Smoke when they get across the border. And he's like, hey man, where are you going? He's like, oh, Mexico. He's like, all the way to Tijuana. And I was like, dude, we're taking that car deep into Mexico. Like, we're gonna have a blast with this car on the streets. Catch me if you can. We're gonna have fun, bro. I know it's gonna be slow at first, but it's something we're gonna grow into and have a blast. Like I said, finding cars that are comparable to it in horsepower. I don't think they're gonna be like Dave's not here, man. Like, who is it? Dave's not here. He's gone. Yeah. He already left the line, son. You done got caught sleeping again. That's what I'm gonna do. First time he takes it out on the street and gaps somebody off the line with it, I'm gonna take a video and I'll upload it with Cheech and Chong. Like, who is it? Dave's not here. All right, man. I don't know who pulled up in the parking lot. Let me go see who this is. I love you, buddy. Everybody, we love you. Love each other. Listen, Jesus said the greatest commandment was this: to love the Lord with all your heart and to love each other. Stop hating each other. Learn to embrace each other and lift each other up. Hey, come here. Got an intruder. Hey, walk around the outside door. Close that door. I'll be out there in a second. All right, let me go see this kid.
Yeah, pray us out, man. These dogs acting crazy over here.
Gracious Heavenly Father, we thank you for the day. We thank you for all you've given us. Father, we thank you that you said you gave us every plant, seed, bearing herb of the earth for our use. But God, help us to not be overindulgent in anything. Be mindful of others and all things. And let's just keep you in front of us. God, thank you, God, for your grace and mercy. I thank you for the opportunity to wake up, change, and be new and every day. Until we see you and until we see each other, keep each other safe. Bless you. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right, buddy. I'll see you.
All right, man.